Hi, it's Wednesday, the 22nd of November 2017, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So 22 in Jin Shin Jyutsu came into the universe meaning complete, or as another teacher of mine once put it, happy and content wherever you are. And safety engine lock number 22 is located here under the clavicle. So if you watched yesterday, we had safety engine lock number 21 and we had safety engine lock number 22 that you can hold together, which is the first step of the stomach organ function flow. So 22 meaning complete. If it's complete and it's whole and there's nothing missing, then of course you're going to be happy and content wherever you are, because nothing is ever missing. And that's a universal truth. Nothing is ever missing except in our perception, because we're looking for it in a particular form. So when we think that we don't have, we don't have enough money, then the question is, well, what does that money represent? And if that money represents freedom, let's say, then you have a perception that without the money you don't have freedom. But that's because you associate freedom with money. Whereas you have freedom, you just don't have it in the form associated with money. You just need to find where it is. But that's an entire lecture series. Right, so 22 means happy and content wherever you are, or complete. And so if we are harmonized with safety engine lock number 22, and if our safety engine lock number 22 is open and harmonized, then we have the ability to have that sense of completion. Nothing is missing, so there's no dissatisfaction, and when there's no dissatisfaction, there's no desire, and when there's no desire, thereby association actually is no suffering. So once again today we can hold safety engine lock number 22 and we can hold it together with 21, or you can just hold both 22s, or you can cross over and you can hold both 22s. 22 is a 4, right? So 4 is about the whole picture, the big picture, complete, the entire picture. 4 is the visionary. So today we have the opportunity to connect to the bigger vision, the more complete vision that we may have for our lives, not narrowed down to a specific goal. I want the babe and the bucks and the boat and the, holidays in the Caribbean. But those are specific goals. But the big picture, what is the big picture of my life really all about? 4 is about integrity. 4 is about ferreting out the truth. 4 is therefore about uncovering the lie. So today we have the opportunity of bringing that shadow aspects of ourselves. And sometimes the shadow aspect is the parts that you don't own that seemingly are good. So it's not always just the parts that you don't own that seemingly are bad. But we have the opportunity, or shall we say universally, that energy is around today. So you may be faced with some things that you weren't expecting. You may get some surprises. You may find out things about yourself that you didn't realize were there. That is all part of the energy of the 4. We, of course, have the energy of the 11th of November, which is a 2, and that is about finding balance in your life in terms of what do you need to nurture yourself spiritually? What do you need to truly feel complete and fulfilled? What are the 2 sides that you require in order to make up the whole? So we can connect with that today. And of course, when we see the big picture, when we realize that nothing is ever missing, when we know exactly what it is that we need to nourish ourselves, and we need a balance between giving and receiving and self-nurture and other nurture, then we can grow into the completeness of the one, which one is also total and complete actually, because it is one, it is whole. And then we can truly grow into the holism of that. So our hero today is just had to think about that for a little bit, 7. So 7 in this position, 7 is the idealist, remember? 7 is the road less traveled. 7 is the independent person. 7 is the spiritual seeker. 7 has a deep-seated quest for truth. There must be more to life than just this. What is the purpose of my life? What is the meaning of life? Now, you may find that those questions are not particularly helpful to you because you think that you don't have the answers to them. But in actual fact, I think that the whole point of life is to become the most integrated version of yourself possible. Because when you allow yourself to do that, you allow everyone else in your sphere to do the same. And then we actually have interactions with one another as complete humans. We have interactions based on wanting to be with each other as opposed to needing something from the other. So 7 needs time to be alone in order to connect to that greater aspect of themselves. 7 is the number that is seeking something outside of ourselves for our security. So for some people that's God in various forms. It can be the universal intelligence. That's that deep spiritual connection. And you can't really connect to that unless you make some time to still your thoughts and to connect to the deeper essence of who you are. You can also connect to that through looking around you and seeing the beauty around you, being grateful for what you have in your life, being grateful for the beauty that does exist. The villain of today is the 2. So when we have the 2 in the villain position, then we generally have very often a disregard for the feelings of others and ourselves. So we blunt ourselves to the feelings. We try not to feel the feelings. We try and put the strategies in place. We try and overrun the feelings. We try and bypass the emotions because, well, we don't want to be uncomfortable. So that is the villain of today. So you need to really be aware that your feelings are important. So don't try and over-rationalize, don't try and overthink. The best thing to do with feelings is just to allow yourself to feel them. Create a window for yourself, a couple of minutes where you can just connect to the feeling and allow yourself to feel it. Feelings are like tides. If you allow them to come in, they recede by themselves. And they may come in again, because tides come in and out twice a day, right? They may come in again, but for the periods in between, you actually are able to function to your normal capacity. So today, the safety energy lock number 22 is located on the index finger. So if you hold your index finger, you can harmonize with the energy of 22, and you can harmonize with that energy of completeness, and you can connect to the big picture for your life. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.